so many a time you can only second guess your partner. I mean, it's hard to really tell if someone loves you for real. They can say they love you, but is it for real? Like, are they actually telling the truth? I'm going to be giving you 7 things that women do when they genuinely love you to enable you at least decipher between someone who's just there for ulterior motives as opposed to someone who's really there for the relationship and would like to see it grow. So, if you are interested in videos like this, then please by all means keep watching because I've got 7 tips coming your way right now. Okay, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, I'm going to jump right in to tell you the 7 things that women do when they genuinely like you. This is the ultimate litmus test. Number 1, she tries to be seen by your friends and family and vice versa. Now, there's nothing like dating a person who is always dodgy, will not want to come home to meet your friends, wants to keep the relationship a secret that should be like the biggest red flag for you. Now, there have been times. There was one occasion where I felt quite disrespected when a woman asked me to be her secret friend. I said to her that I'm nobody's secret, and if she couldn't display me in public, then there was nothing I wanted to do with her, and she took offense. I later on found out that she was married, and so I'm just saying that when someone genuinely loves you, they open up to you, they open up their circles to you. You get to meet their friends, their family, and all the important people that matter in their life. And so if you're with someone who cannot do that, I'm telling you it's a red flag, and you need to stay away from this person. If a woman genuinely loves you, she lets you into her inner circle. Number 2, she's ready for many sacrifices to ensure your happiness. Now, love is all about compromise, and so when you meet someone who's not willing to play their part, bend over backwards when it comes to certain things, this person may not be as genuine as they want you to be. Yes, they're going to end up being someone who's really difficult to be with, live with, because things are going to always have to go their way, and in this case, her way, to keep the relationship going. So if you meet someone who's not willing to compromise, someone who's not willing to bend over backwards and accommodate you and do more to make and see you happy, then I'm sorry, but this lady may not be for you. When a woman genuinely loves you, she's ready to make many sacrifices for the relationship to work. I mean, of course, there are deal breakers for everybody. There are things that people would like to compromise on and get. There are many others that they wouldn't. However, I'm not even talking about that. I mean, of course, if, for instance, you're into some kinky stuff that she does not enjoy, she has every right to tell you that she will not do it. She will never do it. And so you guys will have to come up with some kind of a compromise. However, I mean, apart from those things that are really part of someone's values that you may find a bit difficult to change, most things should be up for debate, up for conversation, and both of you can agree on what you should and should not do where your relationship is concerned. If she genuinely loves you, she will consciously make sacrifices for your happiness. Number 3, she cares about your loved ones, all right? So it's not the kind of person who would hear that, say, your brother, your mother, your father, someone really close to you is ill and may not even be bothered about it at all, like does not care, will never ask you about it, even when you guys have conversations because she's so disconnected and is in it for herself. Now, when a woman really loves you, she actually puts in a lot of effort to make sure that your family and the things that bother you becomes things that bother her, right? And so, if you have a woman who does not care, who doesn't make your worries hers, who does not care about your loved ones, then you may not want to be settling with a woman like that because it's always going to be just about her. And her immediate family and everybody else that matters to you will have to take the back burner. I'm not saying that when you come together as a couple, you need to mind everybody else's business but your own. I'm just saying that if a woman loves you, she really cares about the people in your extended family and how they make you feel, or how their actions or inaction affect you and your relationship. 4, she accepts the rhythm of your life. So, for example, all I'm trying to say is we all have like a little flow. You know, there's a flow to each of our lives. Maybe you like to wake up at 6 a.m. and go to the gym before you go to work. Maybe she tries to sleep in a little bit. I'm just saying that when you guys are together, when you begin to take this couple thing really seriously, you tend to begin to find a nice rhythm where you both can thrive. So, for instance, if you like to go to the gym before work, you could say, "Hey, babe, I'll meet you at the gym and then we can do this together before our day." Or if you realize that, let's say you live together, right? And you likes to sleep a little late while she likes to sleep a little earlier, you can say, "Okay, I will compromise and instead of sleeping at 11 p.m., I'll sleep at 9 p.m." just so we can get some together time before the day ends. You know what I mean? So, in trying to find each other's rhythm and really working at sort of moving in synchrony, you can tell that this woman will be someone who will really look out for you and try to fit into your life as you try to fit into hers. Number five, she is proud of your accomplishments. Now, there are lots of people who couldn't care less. Maybe she met you when you were already a self made man. Or maybe she met you when you're on your lowest and she's been with you as you started to progress through your career ladder. No matter what stage she met you in, all I'm trying to say is if a woman genuinely loves you, she becomes your biggest fan, she becomes your biggest supporter, and indeed, she will fight and argue with everybody else who tries to bring you down. She's proud of your accomplishments. She encourages you to be better. She makes you realize that she will always be there for you. And there's nothing like having a supportive partner who actually cherishes your accomplishments. She makes you feel like you are the best thing that ever happened to her. And that is the kind of partner you should be looking out for because women like those are genuine and they can hold you down as you go through life's challenges. Number six, if a woman genuinely loves you, she fights for you as a couple. And this shines through everything she does. She tries to find a nice balance where both your needs and hers will be met. And it even goes beyond that to the point where she begins to seek out activities, events, occasions, extracurricular activities that involve couples as opposed to something that she could do on her own, and as a man, you also begin to do the same. In that way, you grow together as couples, and your relationship flourishes a whole lot more. This does not mean that she shirks her needs and desires, it simply means that she tweaks them a little bit so that it's something that can suit both of you as a couple. And finally, she listens to you with attention. Now, a lot of women are guilty of this, where they like to talk a whole lot more than they listen, which is normal for them. But if a woman genuinely loves you, she does pay attention to everything you say, either to make a mental note and try to be better improve on the relationship, or merely just to be able to let you feel and know that she genuinely cares about what keeps you up at night, what you're concerned about, and that kind of thing. Guys usually just say one of the most poetic, insightful thoughts that they've not probably ever said to anyone in their life. And most women usually don't care to hear a single word of it. It's painful, right? Now, yes, men are very simple creatures. There's also a depth, the most men that will never be explored a lot of their ladies. And it's really hard for me to understand why. Like, why is it when a man takes an opportunity to be vulnerable with you and share his genuine thoughts, feelings, and emotions about something profound that he really cares about? Why couldn't you just take that moment to actually listen for a change and build a deeper connection with you? All the ladies out there talk about how they want you to talk to them and be open with them and communicate more with them. But what they're missing is that every time he's tried to do that, you have taught him why he shouldn't. If he is punished for being open and honest with you, you're teaching him to never be open and vulnerable and honest with you. So for any of the ladies watching this, please keep that in mind and take a second to really think. Next time you're presented with the opportunity to encourage him to be honest with you. So if you find a woman who's attentive to your needs, you just may have found a keeper. Now, if your woman does these 7 things, then she genuinely loves you, and she's a keeper. So go ahead and take this relationship to the next level. I think this conversation was really simple today. If you liked the video, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on all notifications so you get a notification every single time I post. Thanks for watching. Bye.